Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some of my budget changes and student loans. So let's just jump right on into it. I do want to apologize if you guys hear my washing machine going. I am washing clothes and drying clothes before I have to go and pick up baby girl. So I'm gonna kind of make this video a little bit quick, but go into some of the things that will be changing going forward. So one of my biggest goals that I had for me this year was to be more disciplined in everything that I do. And I was doing well for a little bit and then I fell back, and now I'm getting back onto the horse again. And prices seem to just be rising. Gas has gone back up. Y'all, it is so hot here in Texas. I don't think that I really had a light bill over maybe $120 even in the summertime. And the bill that I got this month was $216. Okay, and we're doing all the normal things that we would normally do, you know, keeping our AC higher during the day when we're not here, and keeping our windows closed, and just trying to minimize all the things that would cause our home to use a whole lot of energy. And y'all, at this point, not in a bad way, I've just given up. Like, there's only so much that we're going to put ourselves through before we're like, okay, we're just gonna do what we have to do. But with all of that being said, I had to take myself back and be like, okay, first of all, Janelle, I'm gonna need you to get it together and get back being disciplined. But two, let's go back to the basics and what was working for you in the past when you were able to pay off your debt and stay within your budget. Now, when I first started budgeting, I used cash. I just know I can't really go back to cash, y'all. It's just too inconvenient for me to have to go to the bank whenever the bank is open with my schedule. Now that I have a little one, and I work on Saturdays currently right now, so it's just too back and forth. And when I go to the grocery store, just all the things. And I've thought about that. So what I've decided to do, which I know is better right now, I can't handle the credit card situation, which is I'm going to put all my money into my debit card, and I'm just going to use my debit card. Now, y'all have to know that this is just like taking everything out of me, because I don't use debit cards. I don't like the idea of it because I'm just so scared that something will happen and my money will go missing. But this is just what I'm going to need to do right now. I see myself stressing myself out because I will use my credit card for something, but I don't get paid until maybe later on. And then I'm thinking that I have the money and then remembering like, oh no, you bought something, you need to pay that back. I prefer that when I go and swipe my card, like it's already been paid. And I'll go back to using my credit cards, but the way that I'll go back to using it is that I'll already have the money on my debit card, and I'll just swipe the card and then go back and make the payment. But right now, I'm just trying to keep all of my cards at zero, not touching any of them, and just using straight cash, especially right now with things being so high and me needing to get back into discipline mode. So going forward, starting in September, because I'm gonna just finish out the month of August where I am. I don't want to confuse myself too much. Going forward though, that is what I will be doing, and you guys will get to see the setup of that when I do my September budget. So that's the first budget change. My second budget change is, as I was going through my budget, I realized that there were some things that I had in my sinking funds that should just be like a cashless envelope, and maybe vice versa and things like that. So right now, the only thing that I'll be moving from a sinking fund to a cashless envelope is going to be my household. So my household currently right now covers anything that I need to buy for the house, such as, you know, personal hygiene, you know, body wash, toothpaste, if we need to get air filters, you know, if I just need to buy, you know, common goods and things for our home. Food, or, you know, outside food, if we're buying something, like I use it out of that household account. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it is so hard to manage that when it is sitting in my savings account and then needing to roll that over each week or so into a checking account to then go and pay those stuff back on like literally almost like an everyday situation. I would prefer that it's just sitting in the cashless envelope, and then I'm able to just pay it out as I go. So going forward, actually, as of this video, I have already moved all of that money into my Ally checking account so that I can just go ahead and cover things as they come up. And then everything else will stay in my savings account because I don't use that really on a monthly basis. All the other stuff that I have, I may need them in 6 months, 3 months, but I'm not really using them every day. And then I had my savings or my savings binder, and in my savings binder, I had my house maintenance. That will move over to my sinking funds because I am going to start using that house maintenance and build that up and use that to cover house maintenance things, such as when we have to buy stuff for our pest control, AC filters. Y'all, my husband just bought a light that went out in our kitchen, and those well, are they called? They're not track lights. I'll remember the name of the lights, but those lights that are recessed lighting are $25 a light, y'all. Like, things are crazy. So I want to be able to have money for, you know, those things. My husband normally covers it, but if I can start saving and kind of helping him with those things, it would be good. So I want to make sure that that is building up. So maybe at the beginning of the year, we'll start using money out of that, and then also saving for future bigger purchases in terms of house maintenance things. So those are going to be the two big budget changes from now going forward in my budget. Now on to student loans. I know many people may have student loans. Some of you may have paid it off during the pause. Some people may really be dreading it, and some people may just be like, eh. And I think maybe I'm in that version. So I have one student loan, and it is currently sitting at $4,872.54. And it is with Nelnet. When I go back to paying it, it was originally with Great Lakes, but they sold it off at the beginning of January. I was able to go and see some of the information. So interest will start being charged on September 1st, but my first payment won't be due until October like 23rd or 25th or something like that. And they're estimating that my payment will be like $43 and some change. So for my September budget, I have reworked it to where I'm actually going to start paying my student loan in September, so that there's already money going into there. My interest rate, from what I remember, was 3.5%, so it's not too crazy, and my amount is not that much. I know that there's people with a lot higher of a balance on their student loans. So that is what I'm going to be doing to get ahead on my student loans. I know that if you have a bigger balance, there are different options such as income driven or a graduated plan, which I think that's what I'm on, where I pay a specific amount for maybe like 12 to 18 months, and then I'll pay a little bit more for another so and so months, and then it will be paid off in a particular amount of time. I am paying off debt currently, so that technically is not a big issue for me because I am just paying off my debt in a debt snowball, so it will get taken care of pretty quickly, I think. So if you guys have student loans and you're dreading, you know, having to pay for them, look at the different options for, you know, for you. You may qualify under different programs to still have your student loan debt paid off. You may be able to put yourself maybe in another pause where you can save up money to get a month ahead to start paying towards your debt. And then, like I said, there's like different plans depending on if you have a federal loan or if you have a private loan, on different options that you can use to maybe lower your payments. And then I'm not 100% sure because I really wasn't, you know, listening too much because it just doesn't fit my situation. But I know that they were coming out with a program, I believe it's called Save, don't quote me, but it's where you can, I believe, get your loan down to $0 a month. I don't know the whole facts, so I would say go in and research for yourself, but there are options to help you with getting back to paying your student loans. But this is just what I will be doing. So I'm starting to pay my student loans on the beginning of September and getting ahead, and then it's already entwined with my debt snowball, and so I'm just going to be working through that to get myself out of debt. But y'all, I just wanted to come on here and share that with you. Those are my 3 budget changes from now and going forward. I am just trying to stay on the grind and stay disciplined, y'all. Stay disciplined. It is so hard sometimes, especially you don't even know. Tara off of Journey, Wisdom, and Wealth, she was talking about this in a vlog where you don't realize sometimes that you're being influenced, or you're being influenced without knowing that you're being influenced. And I think sometimes I know, and that's how I'm able to kind of catch myself, but it's like later on where you just see things happening and you're like, I want to be there. Oh, I got some extra money, I can get there. Knowing that good and well, I don't need to be wherever it is or have whatever it is. And so it's all about being disciplined, you guys, all about being disciplined. So thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget, if you guys like this video, to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in the next one.